Let's begin our class. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and I wish you all are doing good. Today we are having the class for science for level 4. The topic today we are going to study is chapter 2 Living Things, lesson 2.1 Characteristics of Living Things. Okay. After the lecture, I'll be providing you your assignment which will consist of 10 marks and you have to submit. Okay. First of all, we learn what is the meaning of living thing. Living and non-living things have some major differences. Okay. This chapter is in your books as well, which is on page number 9. You can open your books right now and we'll read the lesson and explain it to you. Living and non-living things have some major differences. All living organisms show certain abilities only when they are alive. Once they are dead, they just act as non-living things and lose all their lively characteristics. All living things share common life processes. Okay, first of all, we have to know what is the difference between living things and non-living things. Living things, we can say, another name for living thing is living organism. Living things are those things which have some abilities to act, which have abilities when they are alive to do something, to move, to grow. They have some characteristics. But non-living things are those things which are not alive, which do not live. They are not living things. So, in this lesson, we'll read the characteristics of living things, that how we can recognize the living things. First of all, they are saying, look at these images, write what they have in common to be called living things. Okay, if we see a sparrow, ant, rat, octopus, fish, and a baby, these 6 images are living things. So what they have in common, that they are they have some abilities which represent that they are alive, like they have eyes, they can see, they breathe, they eat something, they need food to eat. So these are the characteristics that we know, but in today's class we'll learn some more characteristics as well. So moving on to page number 10. Science broadly divides things into living and non-living. Living things have some characteristics that non-living things do not have. But sometimes it is confusing to find out whether something is alive or not. Scientists, for that purpose, have given 7 basic common life processes to identify living things. Let's discuss them in detail. Okay, first of all, we know that we can divide things into either they are living or they are non-living. But how we can identify that the thing is living or non-living? by their characteristics. Some characteristics of living things are not present in non-living things. But how we can identify some characteristics? There are 7 characteristics, which 7 basic common life processes which scientists have given to identify that the things are living. Like if I am taking an example of a baby and I am taking an example of a table. So I can say that a baby is a living thing. Why? Because it needs food to grow, it needs food to survive, and it needs some nutrients as well, and it has to grow, and it has to die at certain time period, after certain time period. But if I'm talking about a table, table cannot move. If we talk about a baby, baby can move, so it is a living thing. But if I'm talking about a table, it cannot move, it cannot breathe, it cannot grow by itself. So table is a non-living thing and a baby is a living thing. Now we'll discuss some basic common life processes to identify living things. That what are the characteristics present in living things. Okay. Number 1, nutrition. Every living organism we can call living things as well. Living thing needs nutrients to grow and survive. Different organisms need different nutrients. Plants make their own food while animals and humans eat plants or other animals to get energy. Okay. We human beings, animals, plants and other organisms, they are called living things, or we can call them living organisms as well. So what they need is they need nutrients to grow and survive. They need some food, they need some nutrients to grow and to be alive. And obviously, if we human beings are different from animals, we human beings are different from plants. So different living things need different nutrients for them to grow and to survive. Like plants make their own food. What is the process name of when plants make their own food? Photosynthesis is the process in which plants make their own food. But whereas if we talk about animals or humans, they used to eat plants. If we talk about humans, they eat animals as well. Like we can eat the cow meat. We used to eat chicken as well. But there are some animals who eat other animals as well. So what we can say that every living thing needs nutrients to grow and survive. But obviously as they are different, all living organisms cannot be of the same category. But if they are different, so they need different nutrients as well. Like you can see in the picture, humans eat different food from plants and animals. We human beings eat different foods from plants and animals. Like we can, if I'm talking about how we can eat food from plant, we used to eat vegetable, we used to eat fruits. So these are the food that we are eating from the plant. If you are saying this, how we can eat the food from animals? We can eat the food from animals, like I told you, we can eat chicken, we can eat meat, we can eat mutton. So these are the example that we human beings eat different foods. Earthworm eats decaying animals and plants that are mixed in soil. So what earthworms need to be alive, to grow themselves, they need to eat the decaying animals. Decaying animals means the animals which died before and their nutrients are now present in the soil. Their nutrients are now mixed in the soil. Snake swallows different animals like frog, fish, and other small snakes. Snakes swallows. It means snake eats or snake swallows different animals. It eats the other animals like frog, fish, and other small snakes.